Hi there, my name's Jesse Gold, and I'm going to walk you through booking appointments online for your 2009-2010 Bialik Parent-Teacher conferences. Here we go. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to bookings, bookings.bialik.ca. The first thing you're going to see is a login page asking for your email address and your password. So you're going to pick an email address that you own. I'm going to use itstaff@Bialik, and a password of at least 6 characters, and click the Create Account button. The first time you log in, it's going to ask you to confirm some information, which I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to give it my first name and last name, and I'm going to enter my password again, just for confirmation. Click the OK button. If I do that correctly, I'll hit a screen that gives me an option of events that I want to book, and I'm going to choose the first one, January 7th Parent-Teacher Conferences. When I do that, I get it to a page that allows me to enter my students into the system. And to do that, I need a student ID, and I need a security value, which is your child's birth date. So student ID takes the format of first name dash last name with a capital first letter on both the first and last name. So assuming my student's name is test student 4, I'm going to enter capital T test dash student 4, and the birth date 01/01/01. Now when you're entering the birth date, please be sure to keep the leading zeros if there are any, and to use a forward slash, not a backslash or a dash. If you do that correctly, when you click Add, it'll ask you to select a date. Now the conferences run for 3 days, but not all classes get all 3 days. And they run at different times on either day, so be sure to check both dates. I'm going to click on January 7th, and here I go. Here's my student, test student 4, and I see a grid of available periods to book, along with a legend. I also see the same page that allowed me to enter a student to the right. So what I can actually do is go ahead and add another student. If you have multiple students in the school, you can add them, see their schedules, and book all at once. So I'm going to add test student 5. Remarkably, they're twins. They're on the same birth date. And with any luck, there we go. Test student 5 is in preschool, so they have a much simpler schedule. Now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to book appointments. Now, take note that some teachers are have 4 blocks, those are 15-minute blocks, and some have 6, and sometimes those will overlap. So the software will actually not allow you to make an overlapping booking. You don't have to worry about mixing and matching 10 and 15-minute appointments. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to book. Now, if you run into problems and you can't quite figure out what teacher is what, you can look at the legend. You can actually click the box on the legend, and it will highlight the color or pattern that you click on to make it easier to see. It also tells you the class here, and if you roll over any of those spots and leave your mouse for a second, it'll tell you what teacher, what appointment, and what time you're making it for. I'm going to go ahead and book Lindsay Springer. When I do, it comes to a booking page. It asks you if you want a reminder emailed 2 days before the event. You could change that to 3 days if you wanted. And you click Create Appointment. Appointment confirmed. Please remember to copy the above information to your schedule. Do not rely solely on the email confirmations. And you press Return. When you come back, you will see that that spot has now been blacked out for you. That means that you own that spot. The white spots are spots that you cannot book, and the colored spots are available spots. Now, you'll also notice that at the top of the screen, I now have an appointment with Lindsay, and I can cancel the appointment, view the appointment, or even change the time. If you don't see that, you can just click the Your Schedule button right here, and that will pop up. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make an appointment with Yasmin, who's the resource teacher, for right after. And now I have to see if I want to make any appointments with any of the subject teachers. And the mechanech appointments are mandatory, as are the homeroom teacher appointments, but the subject teacher appointments are not. So the only subject that I'm really concerned about for my student is science. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to book Amanda Gaiani for an appointment to talk about science. And last but not least, I'm going to book an appointment for my other child right before the other appointments. And now I'm done making appointments. Oh, I couldn't do that. See? It says you already have an appointment for this time. It won't let me book because it overlaps with my appointment over there. So I'm going to go ahead and pick another appointment. How about this one? There we go. Appointment confirmed. Beautiful. Now, I can go ahead and look for appointments on another day if I'm not happy with those times. And once I'm finished with the appointments for January, I can click on this little pull down and go to the March appointments. And go ahead. They're a little bit simpler. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to book an appointment for March as well. And now that I'm finished, if I want to, I can go up to the top and click the printable schedule button, where I get a beautiful printable schedule that I can print out and stick on my fridge so I don't forget. That's all there is to it. When you're finished, you can just simply log out. And we're done. Don't forget to save your email address and password in case you need to log in and modify or cancel an appointment. Thanks for listening.